Hi, this is Vanessa, and today we're going to have a look at how to make this lovely Christmas decoration. It's fast and easy, and once you've made one, you'll want to make more. The supplies you'll need, I'll place the measurements of the ribbon in the description box below. You'll also need a glue gun and needle and thread. The first step is to make the large petals. We're going to fold the corners into the center to make a triangle. I'm using a wired edged ribbon to help hold the shape. And we fold that in half. And then we're going to fold and make an accordion to create creases into the petal to make the right shape. Try and keep the creases equal distance, but it's not so important that they have to be exactly perfect. And if you're using wired edge ribbon, mind the cut ends because they poke. We need 5 of those. Then we're going to make the smaller flowers. We're going to sew each end by making 2 little gathers, I guess you can call them. I'm going to sew that in each end. It is helpful to seal the ends of your ribbon by singeing them with a lighter or a flame, but you don't have to, but I don't recommend sewing quite as close to the edge of the ribbon as I am here. We're going to sew 5 petals for each flower, and then we're going to sew 2 flowers for 1 decoration. The ribbons that I'm using for today are from Spotlight, which is a New Zealand and Australian based franchise. And so we just sew until we've got our full flower. Once we've got all 5, we're going to cinch up the end so that we can sew all the way through to make a complete circle. Careful not to poke your finger. And then we're going to pull that all nice and tight to cinch the flower in. Now there's a fine line between pulling too tightly so that all the flower petals won't sit nicely and being too loose. So just have a fiddle around with it until you get it just right. And then I'm going to finger press all the petals. Finger pressing just helps to show you the shape of the flower and make sure it's all going to sit nicely. We're going to pop those to the side and we're going to cut our felt circle. This is what we're going to glue all the bits to as our base. Now I've not cut a perfect circle and you really don't need to. It's just going to be hidden amongst all the lovely ribbon. And we're going to glue our thread to hang the decoration by. Be careful not to glue your fingers. Now we're going to lay out our petals. I like to lay out the petals so I know where to glue them, rather than glue them and have them not sit right where I want them. And then I just pick one up, put the glue down, and put the petal back in its place and pushing firmly to make sure it's stuck. You will end up with a few spiderwebby bits from the hot glue gun. I wouldn't worry too much about those. can always clean them up in the moment. Now we're going to add on our first flower. And I'm going to line up the petals to go in between the larger petals. And then we're going to add the same for the back. Now you'll see the second row of glue that I put on is actually unnecessary. I feel it flattened the flower a bit too much for my liking. Now to add the rhinestones. So we can add a little glue and then a rhinestone. You can add a pearl if you like. I'm using gold-plated rhinestones from a Spotlight, but I think little glass clear rhinestones would look amazing too. And that's the finished product. Now make some for your friends.